Oh, and we are on the air. This is Edwin Lee Raymer with you with the Edwin Lee Raymer Show here at WGNS here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We've got a good show lined up for you. Missed you last week. MTSU was playing basketball. Connor, how are you doing? He's on the board. He doesn't talk much.
You never invited him to be a guest.
Okay, well, okay. He invites himself. He doesn't have to. Okay, we've got two wonderful guests in here tonight, folks. And if you've been on Facebook, and I take it some of you have, and you know of these people, you know. Tatiana Silvas is here. Tatiana, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing fine. Push that mic a little bit forward. There you go.
Yes, sir. There we go.
A little bit better. Okay. And the man, the legend, the enemy. Matt Ferry is here.
Yeah.
Matt, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me on here. I appreciate
What are
it.
you doing with that Afton for Congress?
You know, hey,
I hear she's a very radical person.
She is. She's a very radical. Compared to who we got in office, she wants health care for all.
At least she'll admit it. I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
So, yes. She wants something very different than the what Congress has in mind right now. So so we need more radicals like her in Congress.
You know, I've been watching. There's a lot of campaigning going on for her.
Yes.
That's good.
It's very exciting right now.
Tatiana, why are you here? Tell us what trouble you're in.
Oh, dear. Where should I start?
You're with Murfreesboro Indivisible, and
yes, sir.
Tell us what's going on, and we're gonna get into that tonight.
So I'm with Murfreesboro Indivisible, which most of y'all know each other from the No King's Day that we had back in June, and then again in October.
Right. Yes.
But I'm also here tonight as the representative of Rutherford County Library Alliance because, as we know, Rutherford County is one of the leading counties in book bans here in Tennessee. In fact, Tennessee is number 3 in the nation for book bans, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3 in the nation, and by the end of this year, I bet we'll be number 1. What a thing to be number 1 in, folks.
Wow. I did not know that.
The RCLA, you're with Tiffany Fee and all that bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been fighting the fight since 2022, 2023, I believe. It's been a long battle.
While. I say all that bunch. They're great friends. Matt Fee, of course, her husband.
Yeah.
Chairman of the Democrat Party. And Matt, I think you've walked in those shoes before.
Oh, yeah.
And, not a very sometimes thankless position to be in everywhere. And we're going to talk about that, folks, okay? We're going to get into that, and that's the reason these nice folks are here, good enough to come up and spend a Sunday evening with us for an hour, and we are appreciative of it. But, Connor, if you're ready, we'll put us on the air. But for right now, my name is Edwin Lee Raymer, and yes, I'm still a private investigator. Welcome aboard.
This is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show with your host, Ed Raymer, on your Good Neighbor station, News Radio, WGNS.
And that is a little rock and roll to kick you off on this Sunday night. And this is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show, and I'm your host, Ed Raymer. This show is produced at the studios of WGNS AM 1450, 100.5, 101.9 FM, right here in the heart of the great volunteer state, right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Now, you can reach us tonight, reach our guest at 615-893-1450. That's 615-893-1450. Now, you can also send us a text to that number, and Connor will be glad to read it over the air, or he'll write it down and hand it to one of us, and we'll get it from them. For those of you that may be a little bit too high or too shy that don't want to go on the air, we certainly understand that. Guest tonight, Matt Ferry with Rutherford County Democrat Party, and, Tatiana Silvas is here, and I hate to say why she's here, but it's Y'all got a lot going on. We're glad to have you. How do you, let me tell you this, how do you find us? Of course, it's a good old-fashioned radio. And for you younger folks that don't know, the radio is a rectangular-shaped object in the dash of your car. If you'll press on, it comes on, and there's all kinds of numbers and things. You can get all kinds of sounds out of there. There's music, there's me, and there's all other stuff. I mean, you can have country, rock, pop, gospel. You get a little, some of the educational stuff, whatever. It's wonderful. The good old-fashioned radio. Now, you can go to Facebook Live, and many of you watch us, and you'll see us later in the week as you go back on podcast with YouTube. And it's just type in the Edwin Lee Raymer Show, and YouTube will pull it up, and you can watch us live at News Radio WGNS. And you can find us there right now. You can also download the WGNS app. Take WGNS with you wherever you go. Listen whenever you wish. Listen to Jason Qualls through the week. Good financial advice on financial coaching. Angela and Angie Renee just left here with Simplicity. They're on from 6 till 7.
Love them.
Mike Sparks is on earlier than that. He's on from 5 till 6. But Angela doing a great job. Back from a couple of weeks off. She took off. And we were not here last week, by the way, because of the basketball game. MTSU was in the Bahamas playing basketball.
That sounds nice.
And, oh, yeah, I'm telling you, Chip's got a tough gig, doesn't he? Chip
Yes.
Walters, yeah, bless his heart. But we're glad to be back. And Angela Bingham doing a great job with Simplicity, and we support her.
Love her,
and just
yeah.
doing a wonderful thing and feeding a lot of people, taking care of folks, and just a lot of good things going on, especially here at the holidays, And happy belated Thanksgiving to everyone. I take it we all got through that okay.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We survived.
Yep,
Yeah.
survived another one. And, it's a good thing to survive that, I'll tell you, because we had more than enough food to go around, and there are folks that don't.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So, and we all try and pause and think of those folks. Now, Matt, I told Tatiana we're going to give her the upper hand here and let her go first.
That's fine. That's fine. I won't fight her over it.
If you all cross paths, that's fine. It makes no difference. Tell us what you do and what this is all about. There's something going on tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, so RCLA, the goal of Rutherford County Library Alliance is to protect the libraries that are here in Rutherford County, whether those are the school libraries, which is a battle we've been fighting for a while, or the public libraries, which is the one we're currently in right now. What's going on with the Rutherford County libraries is very complicated, but I'll try to make it as simple as possible for folks. Number one, what they're doing right now is the chairman of the board, his name is Mr. Cody York.
Right.
Mr. Cody York believes that we need to eliminate the American Library Association policies from our library's policies. Now, the ALA is a 150-year-old organization, the oldest and most institutionalized organization that talks about libraries.
Okay, now run this by me again.
Okay.
He wants to do away with what? The American Library
Association's policies, such as the freedom to read, meaning that you and I can read whatever we want in the public library. He doesn't believe that we should have access to that.
Okay, and by the way, folks, let me explain something to you. We're not talking about Playboy magazine or any of that.
No, none of that.
Right.
That's not what we're talking about. That's never been an issue. Okay? But what we're talking about in a library, when I was in school, and both of you, all three of you should know, I did go to school back in those days.
Many moons ago.
Your little tenure here is not going to be long, is it? But that's okay. Matt's closest to the door tonight. No, seriously. I mean, back in the last century. God, it sounds so old, doesn't it? But, I had teachers, when we got to a spot in class, a history class or whatever it is, you need to go to the library and research this.
You can't do
you went
that
to the
anymore.
library.
Right.
What happened? Why is the old librarian off base all of a sudden? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I know that you can't in Rutherford County, if you're under the age of 16, get any reference books without parental permission. So the days of studying for the ACT or the SAT, you can't do that anymore at the public library.
Okay, now I would like to ask you something, and I'm totally sincere about this. It
Yes,
sounds
sir.
like a joke. Have these people heard of the internet? Do they know? Because
You're not
I've got
wrong.
some sites. I'd be glad,
Yeah.
if you want to stick around, I'll be glad to show you a few sites I go to. And
Oh my God.
I mean, Matt's seen them. He's enjoyed them.
Hey,
And,
hey,
no,
don't pull me into
I'm
this.
Not, no, I'm not. I'm not dragging. I'm just kidding. But seriously, the internet. I mean, if folks, if you've got one of these, you got a telephone. I mean, you can go just about anywhere you want to go. Who are these people?
These people are individuals who believe that they are doing what's right. They believe that they are protecting children, or at least that's the MO that they give us.
From what?
Protecting children, what they say is from pornography, from inappropriate content. But again, the logic that you just stated stands. People can go to the internet anytime they want.
24 hours a day.
Yes, sir.
And they're second guessing our librarians. This
I
is
know.
why we hire these people.
I know, that's what we hired them for.
They're
Yeah,
completely eroding
right.
their professional
And
authority.
especially for our younger children. Children and in the elementary grades to get started on a path of learning,
Yeah.
which is very important.
Yes.
in
It's
those
almost
first
like they
years.
don't want people to be reading and learning things for themselves.
Well, what I've seen of them,
Right.
Tatiana, is they want them to read what they want them to read.
You are
Yes.
100%
Right.
correct.
Right.
And that ain't going to cut
They
it.
want to control the content.
But by their own policies, if they really wanted to go with what they're saying, then the Bible should also be banned from the library
I've
as well.
said it all along. Yeah, when are you going to ban the Bible? Because there's some pretty sordid stories in there.
There
Yeah,
certainly
there
is.
is.
The
Yep.
Song of Solomon,
Yep.
you read any of that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Every day.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't want to be making a movie out of that because I might have to answer for it one of these days. But God, I look so fat on TV. I had a guy talking to me when he said, "Hey, I saw you on Facebook. You look awful chubby." I said, "You've got to understand something. The camera the camera puts on adds
right.
10 pounds
At least 10.
And he said, "How many cameras do they have on you?" I said, I asked Connor when I was getting ready going down, I said, "Can you move this camera back? I want to look just a little bit thinner." He said, "How do you feel about Smyrna?" Okay, I'm made to feel welcome everywhere I go.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm just kidding. Connor did not do that. I'm lying again. I lie all the time. I lie, and whatever. But we're not lying about the biblical thing.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
It's true. There's
Right.
some pretty sordid stories in
Right.
there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I saw one of the young ladies. She was a student, and she went and read one of these things back. It's been a couple of months ago
Yeah.
before the school board, and I thought they were going to blush.
Yeah.
I said, "Well, I hope they cut her off. I want to see this," but they didn't. All the Republicans just sit there.
Yeah.
That was my friend, actually, Hannah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I know her personally. She's pretty great.
Yeah, I saw that, and I said, good for her.
Yeah.
But it gets worse, though, right? Because it's not just the fact that they're trying to get rid of these books.
Okay.
Here's what's also happening. Right now, Rutherford County taxpayers are on the line for another potential lawsuit.
Sure.
Because our chairman, Cody York, he has signed a retainer with the ACLJ, the American Center for Law and Justice, without board approval and without public notice, which means he is breaking sunshine laws and going against every single policy that is on the
Wow.
record right now.
Typical
Wow.
Republican
Yeah.
agenda.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Yeah, that's what they do. Now, what's going on tomorrow afternoon? Which that is the reason you are here. Ultimately, that was what led me
To
your
contact
way.
me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And your people, by the way, and
My people.
well, talk about like you're from a tribe or something. Well, maybe you are a tribe. I don't know. It might not be a bad idea these days, but What little TP are you setting up tomorrow afternoon?
Well, tomorrow we're having a protest that is going
Okay.
to be co-hosted by Murfreesboro Indivisible, another
Right.
organization I'm on,
Sure.
by Borough DSA, as well as by the ACLU of Tennessee.
Right.
And they're all coming out at 4:15 tomorrow in front of the City Council building at the Civic Plaza.
Right.
And we are going to
Okay.
be hosting a rally to let them know that we do not want them to take these books off the shelves.
Now, what time is it?
That's at 4:15 tomorrow. which,
4:15.
Mr. Raymer, I have a bone to pick with you. That has showed up in print now twice at 1:45 and 4:45. That's wrong. It's at 4:15 tomorrow.
4:15.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
And then the meeting starts at 5 o'clock, and we invite as many people as possible to come out to that meeting and take
Right.
witness to what is about to happen. Democracy dies in the dark. We need to turn on the light.
There's
hear
no
you.
other truer statement ever made.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
the
you're
meetings
telling the
in
truth.
City Council
It is in
chambers?
the City Council
Okay.
chambers, yes, sir,
Okay.
at 5 o'clock.
City Council
Yeah.
chambers. Okay.
They're planning to go into executive session at the beginning of the meeting, which means they're going to cut the public out and go in a separate room to talk about the law retainer, the legal retainer that he's already signed. And
Who is they are going in? Who are you talking about?
the
library
library
board.
board. The library board. Executive session is like secret session that we don't get to be a part of.
Why is that?
Because they're going to be meeting with their lawyers that they hired without voting on it or telling the public.
So I see lawsuits. Yeah, you're right. Lawsuits
Yeah.
written all over this.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And do they not learn their lesson because they lost one?
They lost it in
Right.
2023
Yeah.
with the decency ordinance.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is those individuals were held as defendants in this case as individuals, not just as a government entity. So each individual library board member will be sued if they go along with this plan. That's terrifying for them. That's their personal, that is their reputation, their assets on the line there. I wouldn't want to do
their own
it.
personal things.
Yes,
will be-
sir.
and they're willing to do this.
I hope they don't. We'll see what they do tomorrow.
Oh, they will.
We'll see.
Well, that's, hey, step up to the plate, bring a big ball bat, man. You might hit the fastball right out of the park. And then more than likely, Babe Ruth was also the strikeout king at one point, too.
That's right.
Okay. I think he still holds that record. So,
Yeah.
well, I am glad you're here. I'm
Yes, sir.
glad we made a connection. It was
Yes,
late
sir.
this afternoon. To many of you that are listening, that listen regularly, thank you to our sponsors. And I want you to know, I've said this to several of you. I used to, we do this broadcast. We are live. I'm doing it right now, live here from WGNS. I like doing that. And by the time I went home, I'd be pretty well drained on Sunday night. But by Tuesday or Wednesday, in the older days, because I've been here going on 14 years now, I would have a show ready to go lots of times by Wednesday afternoon. The political arena has gotten to the point, and Matt confessed, he can tell you this, that things are moving so fast
Yes.
that we don't know, and I don't want to commit it, and I don't want anyone else to commit
Yeah.
until everything we're closer to the yes, this is definitely going to happen. And so that's the reason, we're so late contacting you all and anyone else, because we never know with the way the things are shifting and moving nowadays,
Right.
what in the world's going to take place out there.
Right.
You know.
What's going to happen next?
So,
we're about to go war in Venezuela. Apparently,
Yeah,
Right,
John,
Yeah.
great day, man. I'll tell you, please, it's just, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Now, what will you all do and how will this go? There's got to be some type of agenda you've got. I mean, you're not there to,
No.
having your torches and all that. You're better people than that.
Yes, sir, we are. We're out here to just make our presence known, to let the librarians know that we support them in their endeavors to push back against this obviously partisan agenda. I also know that we're getting here with the community. We're going to have local business owners. We're going to have local people from the ACLU show up. We're going to have all these different community members show up and let them know that this isn't right. And our demographic is bigger than the 1% that they're representing.
I was so great you mentioned the ACLU, and I was so grateful to Frank and Carrie Lambert because I had sitting right there in the chair you're in the microphone was Miss Nadine Strawson, who was former head chair of the ACLU for 15, 16 years, something like that.
Fantastic.
And a wonderful guest. Fantastic. Just fantastic. We were very fortunate to have her, and Frank and Carrie set that up for me, and I owe them always a great debt of gratitude because she was speaking the next day at MTSU.
Okay.
And she came in here. She had just got off a plane and agreed to come in here and do this broadcast, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
and she's a fine lady and very sharp woman. She's been around the block a time or two. Yeah, she knows the layout. So yeah, very well.
They don't play around.
No, they
ACLU.
certainly don't.
Oh, yeah.
But they are stretched so thin with everything that's going on right now across the country. Like I said,
sure.
we're number 3. That means we still have Florida and Texas in front of us.
Well, when we got here in education, I say when we here we go back to the last century. I was telling you earlier to Tanya, we were talking before Matt got here. When we moved here, I was still living at home with my family in 1980. Okay. Y'all don't remember that year.
No.
And I mean, the deal was with Tennessee, if I remember correctly, in education, thank God for Mississippi.
Yeah.
I know, Matt, you've probably heard them talk about that.
Right.
Because they were 50th and we were 49.
Right.
Or something around that area.
Yep.
Something in that area.
Yep.
Okay. Folks, by the way, our phone lines are open, and you're welcome to give me a call if you think you're brave enough to do it. I dare you. But, that was the old, it was a joke, thank God for Mississippi.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Now we're in the race with the libraries to, we are third.
We're 3rd in the nation.
Of book banning.
Yeah.
For book banning.
Right. Yeah.
And Rutherford County leads the state in book bans.
Right.
Both in school libraries and public libraries. In school libraries, they banned over 140 books. 140. And here in Rutherford County, while they're taking these books off the shelves, they're not compensating the librarians for any of it.
I talked to my wife one night. I mean, we read To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the most banned books in the nation.
Yeah. We read that in high school.
Yeah.
We still read it in high school.
One of the most finest pieces of literature ever put out.
Yeah. Right.
It was used as a learning tool.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. What I don't understand. I looked at my wife. I said, were we raised at a wrong time? Is there something wrong with us?
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I look and say, are we okay? I mean, I don't know. I will say this, they got me to think, but they had me thinking in the wrong way. I said, what's wrong with these people? Now, if I say, hence you're here tonight, what's wrong with these people?
Yeah. Well, they want to second guess our librarians. They want to second guess our teachers. And these are the same people who are, want to say that the experts, people who went to school for this kind of thing, who studied it for years, don't know what they're talking about.
Don't know.
But they know what they're talking about. All of a sudden, they're legal experts. They're, and they're going to, and just wait, they're about to be war experts as well. They're
For the
about to tell
Department
us.
of War.
Right. They're about to tell us that, that all these.
You could have talked about it. Okay, you're right. Go. Just go on. Come on. I mean, Department of War.
Yeah. No, it's crazy,
it's
but
ridiculous.
it's happening.
I know.
They're escalating. In Venezuela, so the possibility of an invasion is high. Honestly, yeah.
You got somebody on the phone? Yeah. Hey, hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Mr. Raymer, how you doing?
Hello, is this Jeff?
Yeah, Mr. Farrell.
Hey, Jeff. What's going on?
How you doing?
I ain't heard from you in a long time. I
Yeah.
thought Mr. Raymer today looks like old Atkins shaking things up, ain't she? we don't want bad after watch. I told him that you hear about Trump and Speaker Johnson have a telecall trying to keep paying out. You hear about that?
What was it again?
They're
The
going to
teletown hall with Trump?
House Speaker Johnson will have a telecall.
Yeah.
I think get people to vote. Trump's scared now. He's scared that woman's going to overtake him.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, of course, Jeff, you and I have talked about this, and the first problem with Trump, the first problem with Afton is she's a woman. Okay? And
God
she
forbid.
speaks, and heaven forbid, she speaks her mind.
Yeah,
But
right.
she's a radical person. We can't have no taxes.
She's a very radical person.
We can't have that. Well,
I've heard
we
that
can't have
somewhere.
that. We can't have that. Well, we don't want no higher taxes. Good. I don't want to pay no taxes. Good. I don't want to pay to get my trash picked up. Well, they sat there and worried about it. They're on the street over there. We'd be like a third world country. We're on the street. We ain't got to worry about picking up trash or anything else. I don't know what other. We ain't got to have roads. Just let them crack and crumble.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
Hey, we can ride on rocks, can't we? We ain't got to have no paved
Well,
roads.
that's what I say when people go, I want to pay tax. How'd you get here tonight? Well, I drove on a road. Well, okay, you might want.
Evidently, you get Playboy for articles. You don't read them pictures. Writers at Playboy. Well, you read them all-star writers.
That's some of the finest articles I've ever read, and they're on the beauty. Yeah.
Best writer business I've ever read. I think. So let me tell you something.
Jeff, don't you have someone else to call and harass right now?
What I want to ask Tatiana, you was talking about people reading. So are you saying that the only place we can read is we can read in the library and we can't read nowhere else? Is that what they're trying to tell us?
No, I think what they're trying to say is that the books that we have access to in our public library, they need to limit them. That's what they're trying to do.
Well, now you do know the Trump administration, that they were closed for a week.
They were.
Administration trying to take all these books out.
Right.
They did. That's exactly. They actually took all the libraries and closed them down for a week in different locations.
Yeah,
Well, and that's one thing, folks, that I said. Did they read every book in the library to check them all out?
The library has 100,000 books. 100,000 books
Yeah.
they had to curate, and they had 60 days to do it. And
Yeah.
zero compensation and zero extra time given.
That's what I've said. These people, we need to take a look at these books. Okay, first of all, you'll need to read them.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes no sense.
Well, they've already banned quite a number of books.
Yes,
Right?
several.
How many
they had
did
this-
you say?
How many did you
Tatiana,
say?
how many? 150?
Well, with Rutherford County Schools, it was over 140.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just had this week off where they reviewed more, but
Yes.
that's not enough for them.
No.
And see, this is one of the reasons why we are very concerned about book bannings, because it's never enough for
never
these
enough.
people.
It's a slippery
they want to control. They want to put PragerU in our schools.
Yes, they do.
You know that thing, that right wing propaganda. They make
It talks about how
programming for
slavery
kids.
was good for people.
Yeah, Dennis
Oh, yeah, I've
Prager.
heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
that's-
They want to
that's
put that
dandy.
kind of stuff in our schools.
You know a song about being number 3, don't you? Mr. Fair?
What's that?
What does it take to be number 1? 2 is not a winner. 3, nobody remembers. Like 3, they want 1 and 2. They don't remember what 3 is. That's what it amounts to. But now, Tennessee 3, we got 3 grand divisions, number 3 in the country. So, well,
Yeah.
As far as that goes, I'll just say this: I hope Afton wins.
Thank you.
If
Thank
she
you.
does, it'll just be more of the wave
Yes,
that they've already had in New Jersey.
that's right.
But the right wing, well, they should have won over there.
Yeah.
Should have won in the play. But what if they win? What are they going to say about? What's they going to say about Tennessee? What's Sean Hannity and what's her name? That woman Ingram going to say? Well,
Laura Ingram.
Laura Ingram. Well, after they take a couple of Quaaludes and drink a beer,
I don't know what beers are, but
I don't know anything about that, but I've heard that can do the trick for you. Back in the day.
John Rich said that she was nuts, and so was that Clay Travis. Of course, they're both nuts anyway. But I'll just say, George, I enjoy your show, and everybody else. I always enjoy y'all's show. And I just wanted to say real quick, Saturday night, Oakland will be playing in Chattanooga for the state championship.
Yes.
Oh.
Again.
Saturday night at 6 o'clock, Murfreesboro time.
Okay.
For the state champion 6A.
Oh,
And
cool.
Also, we've got 2 former Rutherford County volleyball players that are going to play in the NCAA tournament this week. Taylor Barron played at Oakland.
Okay.
She plays at Western Kentucky now. They won Conference USA. They're going to play Marquette on Friday, I believe, Friday. And Eloise Shakowski played at Siegel. She plays at Xavier right now. They were runner-up in the Big East tournament. They're going to play Michigan on Friday.
Now, is this an NCAA tournament?
NCAA first round.
Okay. All right.
First round of 64 teams. And
64 teams, just like the basketball tournament.
That's like basketball, 64 teams, and there's there are 4 top seeds, and they're 1 to 16 in each bracket, and the Final Four is in Kansas City. This is December 21st is the national championship tournament. So those 2 are going to be playing this week.
That's pretty
All right.
impressive, I'll
Sounds
tell
good.
you.
Right.
And
Okay.
guys, have a great week. Talk to you later.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Bye.
Appreciate it.
Good to hear
Jeff
from you.
Neal. Jeff, a big supporter of sports. He loves it.
Yeah.
And a big supporter of this station and a supporter of my broadcast. Surprised. I really appreciate it. I
Good
truly
friend.
do. We're going to go to our first series of breaks. Matt Ferry is with us. Tatiana Silvas is with us. And we'll be with you right back after this. Connor's on the board. Ed Raymer, stay with us back after this. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry if you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And we are back with you. Thank you to all of our sponsors. J. Mullins, they are now at 1640, okay, Memorial. And they are in the shopping center right out here behind McAllister's Deli, okay? Great location, getting everything fixed up and ready, moved right at the holidays, and it was a good transition. The person that bought the building, they gave him time to get out, but Tim decided, you know, he had an opportunity to take this place that he had, and it's nice, and they were ready to go, and so they said, heck, you know, the holidays are here, but we're going to go ahead and make the move, and I was by there just last week, and great location. Going to have a great spot there. The Mullins family in this county and jewelry been here. You better watch them. They've only got a reputation. They've only been here about 100 years. So you might want, if you want to check them out, go ahead. We have a caller on the line. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air.
Happy Post Turkey Day.
Well, thank you.
This is Terry.
Terry, how are you doing?
Doing great and wonderful. How are you tonight?
I cannot complain. It's Terry Livingston, right?
It is.
Okay, all right. How was y'all's Thanksgiving over in Knoxville?
Oh, just a spare and middling and, you know, turkey and dressing, all that good junk.
Well, I wouldn't call it junk. I mean,
Clearly, he didn't
Well,
cook it.
It soothes the soul, you know. It soothes the soul.
It does. That it does. What's on your
Yeah.
mind, my friend?
You got some wonderful people there tonight. I wanted to thank them for being on there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I got very lucky to get Tatiana here, and of course Matt. You know,
You lucky
with him
to have me,
being,
right?
I'm lucky to have him because he's been so busy.
Yeah.
I'm glad. But they're two fine young people we've got, Terry, and man, we need them right now because
You
I'm telling
sure
you,
do.
this. Go ahead.
When is the election for the school board coming up, or for these council people that is banning books, trying to ban books? When are these people coming up for election?
It's
The
going to be
library,
next year.
actually, no. The library board isn't elected. The library
Right,
board
the library
is
board
hand-selected.
itself is appointed.
It's selected by the mayor, and it's selected by the city council folks, the county commissioner, sorry.
But now our other elected won't come up until when 28.
No,
20
no. Next year, all the
Next
county
year.
commissioners are up.
County
Yes.
commissioners next year.
And then there's like 3 county school board members that are up. So not the whole
Okay, yeah,
board,
they
but
do
half
rotate
of them.
Half
them.
the
Yeah,
board, yeah.
right, yeah.
Right.
So there's an opportunity to you know.
Step in.
Yeah.
Right.
You got about 50-50 on there, or do you have 60-40?
You know, county school board, not
Is
so much.
100% is
Yeah.
100%.
It's 100%
100,
Republican.
yeah.
Republican. They're all
Yeah.
Republican. They're banning everything
Oh
they
my
can.
God!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
God
you know,
help you.
I'm getting the thing from Terry from a lot of parents that I speak to in the supermarket or wherever, and they've about had their fill with it. They don't know what's going on. They're busy. They're making a living. They're working a job. You know how it is. You've been there, and this is really, is that what's going on? You know, well, we need to look into it. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You know,
We
and
need a presence.
you know,
This is a step towards fascism that
Yes.
has to
Sure.
be stopped.
Yes.
yeah.
Correct.
Absolutely.
That's-
Next, they'll go after newspapers.
Yep.
Then they'll go after the media. And you know,
They're already
it's
there.
already present up in Nashville in the state legislature.
Right.
Can't even get the opposite party to let them speak.
Right.
They'll cut
no.
their microphones off or something
Yep,
like
they
that.
do.
That's right.
Sure, and this is the reason down here we're so excited about Afton Bain, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been online and seen this, but this young lady, and I had her on a couple months ago, and probably you might remember that, Terry. She was on,
I do.
and but she is a bright, intelligent young woman, and they're really excited about her, and she's giving this Epps fella a run for his money. Of course,
Yes.
what happened?
And I think the National Party's giving a run for it too.
Yep. That's
Sure.
right. That's
They're
right.
pumping a lot of money. We've seen a lot of television ads here, and I couldn't be happier. I'm telling you. So,
And
if
internet
people,
ads,
we need-
too.
yeah,
We need all that we can get, don't we?
That's
We
right.
sure do.
Sir.
We
That's
do.
right. It's
Well,
close.
you guys just keep up the hard work. I think I've been telling people here it doesn't matter which Republican runs or which one does it. And if he tries to put someone in that is more conservative, than the ones that they've got, it won't matter because they're all going to lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
sure. I think so. People are waking up,
They are.
you know.
Yeah.
And my father used to have a saying, Terry. He said, "They're not hungry yet. When they get hungry is when they'll wake up." You know, and he meant literal hunger. When you
Yeah.
really, when it started hitting your pocketbook, and the cupboard got bare, you make adjustments.
I didn't think the leopards
just
would eat my
saw-
face.
Don't you?
I just saw an article a while ago about people that makes over $200,000 a year are still having to go shop at the dollar store and Walmart, and their standard of living has reduced so much because of inflation,
Yes.
and them also having to face the reality of the cost of living today, that they're just juggling books like everybody else.
Right.
I used to think $200,000. I mean, what a mountain of money. That's nearly $250,000. And people go through that like it.
It's not enough
Like
to raise a
it's
family
water.
nowadays. Yeah.
No.
No. It's
I mean,
yeah.
man, it's something else.
Yeah.
$200,000 is a lot of
But
money to
we're
me.
winning. We're winning. According to him, we're all winning.
It's those tariffs, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I want to send. Did anybody send me a memo? Matt, you didn't send me a memo. We're winning. I don't know.
We're all winning.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take
Okay.
your word for it. But the trickle down economics, I believe, Terry, has trickled down.
Yeah. And that's about it. Yeah.
Caskets are on sale.
There is one down here. There's a casket on sale on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
Really?
Yes, I think it was
How
for
much?
sale $600.
That's not a bad deal.
Everybody grab that.
Terry, I'm going to let you go if you don't mind. This is getting quite depressing.
We're living in depressing times, my friend.
Well, you got
Yes,
that
sir.
right. Terry Livingston, Knoxville. Terry, anything else?
Just everybody hang in there and keep pushing that new Congress lady we got going to be over there in that
Yeah.
District 7.
Thank you.
District 7. Yeah.
Thank you.
She's
Right.
great. Thank
We're
you.
going to give the gentleman out in Memphis someone else to talk with.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
There
that'd
you
be a
go.
good idea.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
what we
him.
need.
Right.
That's what
All
we need.
right.
Thank you,
guys have a
Terry.
good evening.
Thank
Terry,
you,
thank you
Terry.
so much. Terry Livingston from over in the Knoxville, Tennessee area. Thank you so much, Terry. We appreciate you.
But you know, this is
Matt?
this district went for Trump by over 20 points, and Afton has shrunk that gap. They are
Yeah.
within 2 points.
Yes.
That's within a margin of error.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
and other polls have them tied. So she could win this, and I hope she does. But
Yeah.
even if she doesn't, it's going to be a huge blow to those Republicans. That's why they're freaking out about this
Yeah.
right now.
Oh,
It'll be a
they're-
huge blow
they've
to
never-
them. They have lost every single special election this year.
Well, that's
And
the thing.
the president's poll numbers are in the toilet
Well,
right
and
now,
about
and they're
3
going to
weeks
continue
ago,
to go down.
Yeah, they had awakenings over in New Jersey and Virginia.
Yes, they did. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you've
right.
got 2 governors over there
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
And both girls, I might say. But, you know,
Women.
accomplished women.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah,
they're
you know,
women.
they
They are, though. I mean, but they're good. I mean, they're great candidates, and they're
Yeah.
going to make great governors.
Yes.
And you know,
They
they
really
flipped
are.
the state senate. Democrats flipped the state
know.
senate in Mississippi.
That's huge.
You
You know,
have now,
it can happen
yes,
in Tennessee.
You
can.
have
You know?
now
Yeah.
an attorney general in Virginia. That lady was elected over there,
Yeah.
Democrat.
Yeah.
I couldn't
they got-
believe it, man. They
yeah,
were counting
lieutenant
on
governor
that. That
too.
was-
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all. Well, we've got that sewed up. No, you don't.
Right. Yeah.
And buddy, she slipped in there and got that. Well, I don't think she slipped. I think she just barged right through the front door.
Yeah.
and overwhelmingly elected her.
Right,
And we're
right.
not talking about narrow, Matt. We're not talking
Yeah.
about they just got in by a tenth of a point. No.
Yeah.
They are winning. There's no. You don't need to
There's
count
no
the votes
denial.
again. Yeah.
Right,
You don't need to count the votes
right.
again.
Yeah.
That's how I would like Afton to win this
Yes,
thing. Where
yes.
we don't get into this. Vote count and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, give a sizable chunk.
Right.
And we all know Davidson County is primarily a Democratic county.
Yeah.
They are.
They
Yeah.
are.
They've
And
been
it's got Montgomery
gerrymandered to
County
heck and
too.
back,
Clarksville. There's a lot of
Oh,
Democrats
they've
in
tried their
Clarksville.
very
you know?
best. Yeah, they've tried their very best to gerrymander that
Yes,
thing
they have.
any way they can.
Yes, they have.
They've got
Yeah.
some of these districts cut up to where it's just
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Makes no
Yeah,
sense at
but
all.
Afton, she's been running a great campaign. She is a smart woman. She's
She
got a
is.
great team behind her. Her campaign manager is fabulous.
Right.
And she's offering people an alternative. She's offering reform. She's
Yes.
offering, to invest in people.
Well-
and what is Matt Van Epps putting forth?
Well, he's killed a lot of
Nothing. He
people.
won't talk to anyone.
All he wants to do is rubber stamp whatever the president wants to do.
Well,
That's
he's-
not
And run
what we
away
want
from real
Congress to do.
questions.
Congress
He's-
needs to be a separate branch.
Well, as I understand, when he first started running, all I know is he killed a bunch of people in that airplane that he flew in, and I don't know who he killed or who he bombed or other. That's wonderful, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah.
but that's not doing us much good here in Middle Tennessee.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
Thank you
I
for your
appreciate
service,
people
but
your
yeah.
service, yeah, but
Yeah.
Afton, and she's a very radical person.
She is.
She wants
Anyone
health care.
told you, she'd like to have health care for people.
Yeah.
And she's got a radical idea.
Affordable
that
housing.
She
that
wants to
everyone-
feed kids in
Should
Yeah.
be
schools.
fit in school.
Yeah, fix the
which-
roads.
That's one thing I've asked for here.
Yeah.
Personally, me.
Yeah.
I want to see every child have free breakfast, free lunch, and a
Yes.
snack.
Yes.
In
Absolutely.
Rutherford County,
Yeah.
forget whose parents are rich and poor and all that. Feed them.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely
I mean,
agree.
that's
Yep.
all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Do you
And
know how many kids I have that go hungry in my classroom every single day? Every single day.
I'm afraid
Oh.
to. Yeah, I'm afraid
Yeah.
to even guess.
Do you know that I have to keep an extra drawer of snacks for kids who are on the verge of passing out in my classroom by the time it gets to lunch because they don't have anything to eat at home for breakfast?
And you can't write that off.
No, I can't. I
No.
can only
No,
spend
not
$200 a year on any school supplies, and none
Right.
of them count for food.
Billionaires can write their yachts off, but teachers can't write off the food.
Oh, it's
and the
unbelievable. They
resources.
can write off booze. They
right?
can write off
yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
So it's disgusting, and the corruption is out of control.
Out of control.
You know,
Yeah.
and it is in broad daylight.
Yes.
He's selling
True.
pardons. You know, and so
It is utterly ridiculous. When you pardon 1,500 criminals,
yes, right.
and let me say,
And you don't even remember what you're pardoning
No.
them for?
yeah,
Right.
part of it. What about 10 or 12 of them have already been arrested or
Right.
murdered or been involved in
Yeah.
crime? They're nothing but they're trouble.
Yeah,
And a
yeah.
lot of them, I say a lot, because I mean there was several that came from right here, the great
right.
state of Tennessee.
That's right.
I mean, what was it? The zip tie guy?
Zip tie
him
guy.
and his mother.
Yeah, I think
from
I
here,
think they
you
were
know.
from Murray County. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, me and my mother always, we went places, used to go drinking together. And that's a lie. Mom, if you're listening up there, I'm sorry.
But they didn't. They
I'm
didn't
kinda
bring.
like,
They didn't bring zip ties to the Capitol because they
you
wanted to
know.
make a friendship bracelet.
That's
you know,
right.
they wanted to put people in
it's
cuffs.
utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know.
They wanted to be the judge, jury, and executioner. And that's what they're doing in Venezuela right now.
Yeah.
Blowing up these boats,
know.
escalating things without congressional approval. And guess what? He just pardoned a drug kingpin who was
Yeah, I
responsible
know.
for
I
moving
saw it.
millions of tons of drugs.
Tons of cocaine.
Yeah.
Tons
yeah.
of it. Not just a couple bags. I'm
Right.
talking tons.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's his buddy.
Yeah. Right. There you go.
And then, of course, don't get me started on the Bitcoin thing.
right.
Okay.
Right.
And he pardoned that guy.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. There's so much
But,
money laundering with cryptocurrency. And,
Let's get
yeah.
back on, and you hit
Yes.
on something, sweetheart. To Tanya, to
Tatiana.
To Tanya.
Tatiana.
You're doing your best.
Tatiana. Okay, I'm sorry. There's all these foreign people coming in here. All these foreign- They're taking over, Matt. We can't. I'm just kidding. She's as American as you or I, folks. I'm just rubbing her the
I
wrong
am.
way. You've got kids actually that are having food problems. They're
Yes.
malnourished.
100%. Do you know how many kids I have who come into my classroom every day? Miss Silvis, you got any food to eat? Miss Silvis, you got a snack? They're so hungry. And those kids can't learn. You
Right.
can't learn when you are hungry and you can't focus.
No, that's what I'm getting at.
But then we, as teachers and the students, are held accountable for any test scores that they fail because they're
Right.
hungry and they're not
Yeah.
willing and able to even take the test.
That's what I've asked. I want free breakfast, free lunch, and a snack
Yes.
for every child in the Rutherford County public school system. I don't care how much money their parents make or they don't make.
That's right.
And I'm talking about maybe even extend year round. Because a lot of the kids, that's the only nutrition they'll get. And
Sometimes,
and
yeah.
I mean, if you're dealing with single parents and things of that
Right.
nature, men and women.
Yeah.
And that's why they
moms
send
and dads.
bags of food home with kids. The kids who need
Right.
it, that's what they do at the school. But we don't have the resources to do that now because of all the cuts and funds.
Right.
It's not
Yeah.
fair.
It's not fair at all. How many students you have in your class?
I have 33 in my biggest class and 25 in my smallest. So 85 kids total.
Right. What grades are you?
So I teach 9th grade and 11th grade.
9th and 11th.
So they're
you're
about
talking
14,
about
15.
mature young people that,
Yes.
that really, at a very formative year.
Yeah, this is when
Years
their
of
brain
their
is
life.
growing the
Right.
fastest.
Right.
You teach English?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
English,
could
so
work- you
To
could
Kill a
work-
Mockingbird, for one.
Yeah.
You could work wonders with me. Well, I don't know if you could or not. Mrs. Kennedy couldn't. And my biology teacher, believe it or not, his name Ephraim Sellers, but he always went by Doogie. He's in Seabury, Kentucky, and I don't know if he's listening tonight or not. I hope he is. And a fine man. And he got disgusted one day in class because these people. They could tear up an anvil with a rubber hammer. That's what he actually said.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, oh yeah, we had some dandies, you know, and I'm afraid I might have been one of those dandies at times, because I was on the football team and the basketball team. So,
Oh no.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, what do you say? Oh no, for what are you talking
I
about?
have boys like that in my class right now.
What's wrong with that?
They're a bunch of troublemakers, is what they are. A bunch of heathens.
Now you see, here's where we have failed in our public school. It's with teachers like this. See,
Oh my goodness.
see, you blame the teacher.
That's true.
No, I'm behind you all the way, and all the kids. They're wonderful.
They are.
I mean, it's great. And
Teenagers get such a bad rap. They don't deserve
you know,
it.
our mother taught us. She always begged us, always, hang around some younger people. Mm-hmm. And hang around some younger people. You know, their ideas are not always great. They're not ideas, but boy, when you get one and that idea snaps, man, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know,
They
and
teach me things every day.
every day.
They do.
Yeah.
Every day. And our mother did that. She stayed around a lot of younger people, and she sold advertising for the Daily News Journal.
Okay.
She was
Yeah.
not a writer or anything. She was a lifelong Democrat, but she sold the advertising and kept the wheels moving.
Yeah.
That was her job. But she loved being around her younger people up there. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
And if I got anything out of my mom's raising, it was that.
Yeah.
And hence you were both here tonight.
Yeah.
So instead of some old man, if we could just get these young people to straighten. Yeah, I know, sure, yeah. I had a guy once, because I'm a private investigator, and I can tell you this, and he was a great friend of mine, and he was an older guy. I said, I'll tell you, we were up in Kentucky, and of course I've been here since 1980. And he said, boy, Eddie, I tell you, them younger people, I bet you keep your hands full. Well, I said, no, Jay. I said, most of the cases I get are people in their 50s and 60s
Yeah.
that are supposed to know better.
Yeah.
But they've got up and made a little money and got a nice house, and all of a sudden, and Dad decides he's going to go out and play.
Yeah. Right.
Or Mom's decided she's lost a little weight, and
Yeah.
I mean, if you're single and you want to do that's fine, but
Right.
if you've got a family, that's
Yeah.
a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't our young people.
Right.
I've never followed a 20-year-old, I don't think.
Yeah.
I never had to worry about them. They were pretty cool, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, enough about that. What do we got going on, Matt? What's this deal with after any other thing going? Because the
It's
big
close.
day is Tuesday.
It's close. The big
It
day
is.
is
Very
Tuesday.
close.
It's very close. I
Right.
mean, like we said, Republicans been freaking out about it. A lot of Democrats big Democrats around the country have been getting involved into it.
That they have.
They've
Right.
got a teletown hall tomorrow with AOC and some other people. Which is interesting to see. So, and Republicans, they've got a big thing with Bill Haggerty's going to be there, Marsha Blackburn, Bill Lee, Tim Burchett.
I saw
Gino
that posted on
Bolso.
YouTube, and there's not an address listed.
Yeah,
they don't list an
it looks
address.
like
They had an
moved.
address and they moved it because they got
Yeah.
scared. They didn't
Yeah.
want to actually talk to people and answer questions.
That's kind of
No.
Marsha
Scott
Blackburn's
Desjardins
MO.
is-
It
know,
is.
she,
Where is Marcia?
she likes to have those teletown halls. She doesn't like to do them in person because she can
Marsha,
control the
Marsha,
questions.
Marsha.
She can control who's asking the questions.
Well, we've got
and-
Scott Desjardins here, and he's never.
He's bummed.
and
He
I have an
didn't, he
open
didn't show up to
invitation.
any
He's
of
welcome.
the town halls we had
That's
last
right.
year.
That's right.
No.
Yeah. Wouldn't even bother to answer us
I mean,
back.
but hopefully, and people, if you're listening, and go tell someone.
Yeah.
Open your ears. to What's
Right.
going on?
We need a big change in Congress.
That's
We do.
exactly
and,
right.
and she could be that change.
She can
We
do
can
it.
win this. Yeah.
I've seen, and like I said, the reason both of you are here, I haven't seen this much excitement in the Democrat Party in a long
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a first for both you all.
Yes.
Because yes, this has not happened for many years.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Right.
And I'm glad to see it. It's truly a move in the right direction.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
hopeful.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very.
We're going to go out. We're not going to leave right now. Connor, if we can, we'll play out in about 2 minutes till with advertisements and all that. We'll do that and put from our sponsors. Remember, folks, J. Mullins Jewelers has moved to 1640. Okay, 1640 Memorial, and that's in the shopping center, right behind. They are sitting right behind. They're right next door to Penn Station Subs, and right behind McAllister's Deli. Okay, so we've got Connor. If you would next week when I get here, I'll try and get here early. We need to redo that ad for J. Mullins. Okay, yeah, and try to do that and get that out of the way. I keep forgetting about it, but don't forget, they're still there. You can find them, and I'm sure if you go to the old address, there's directions there to point you the way. But we're going to play that at the end of the broadcast. Tatiana, what's going on? You've got this thing tomorrow at
4:15. 4:15.
Civic
Show
Plaza.
up for the protests, yes, and then stay for the meeting.
At the plaza.
That's what we need. Yes, at the
It's
plaza.
At the plaza.
Yes, sir.
City of Murfreesboro.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be there.
I know
And
you
you're
Be
will.
there,
going
be
to
square.
pack the meeting at 5.
Pack the house. Yes.
Yeah, at City Council.
That's right.
Okay.
City Council chambers.
Yeah, you can park in the parking garage.
Yeah, for
Walk
free.
up.
For free.
Yeah,
Right up,
free.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's right across from the
Yeah.
Lambeau
It is.
Library.
right. It's needed.
Okay.
So
You got a call for us? Okay. Hello, we have a call. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, this is Jeff. How are y'all doing?
Doing fine, Jeff. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I did want to give major props to Tatiana and Matt Ferry to talk about this issue.
Thank you.
The library board specifically. I know y'all were just talking about Afton, but
Right.
I had just heard that y'all were talking about the library board, and it's an issue that's very near to my heart, and just breaks my heart that people that we put our trust in to run our libraries are using it as a way to force their ideology on other people.
I agree.
Oh, it
Yes.
is.
It's
It
not
is.
fair.
And I thank you for calling. And now, are you here in Murfreesboro, here in Rutherford County?
Yeah, I am. I've lived in Murfreesboro since probably 2019.
2019. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I've been going to MTSU for 6 years, working on my master's right now, and
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I love this community, and
Me
that's
too.
why I get invested in I've gone with RCLA, Rutherford County Library Alliance, some of
Right.
the library board meetings. I'm involved specifically in Murfreesboro DSA, Democratic Socialists of America,
Yes.
Okay.
and we're going to be there tomorrow.
Thank you.
Great.
I think that it's just so important that we give them an earful, even if they don't listen.
That's right.
Mhm.
They
My
have
friend,
to know.
if I can, please look me up on Facebook. I don't know anything about you. Look me up. I'd love to talk with you. Maybe even get you a cup of coffee. Of course, you'll have to buy. I don't have any money.
That would be great. That would be great. I think I can scrounge up some coffee. I got.
Okay, all right. All I want to tell you is you went to
I'll take the
MTS.
piggy bank.
Yeah, you went to MTSU. It was
did.
when I was at MTS. It was the best 17 years of my life. Yeah, my parents didn't think much of it. But I think Dr. McPhee finally said, "Look, here's a certificate. Thanks for attending."
Oh my goodness.
I'm just kidding you.
When I told my dad I was going back for school, I think he almost had a heart attack.
Oh, goodness.
Where are you getting your master's
Yeah.
in?
Mental health counseling.
Awesome. We
Very
need
good.
more
We
need
people in
that,
that.
yes.
Yeah, field.
deal.
That's great. Yeah.
Jeff,
Absolutely.
Stay
We need
in
a lot
touch
more
with me.
investment in mental health, and a lot less investment in forcing ideology on other people.
That's right.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you
thank
so
you
much.
so
Jeff.
much. We have got to go. We're out of time.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank
Jeff.
you guys for sneaking me in.
Thank you.
No, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Have a good night.
And that's it.
Yeah, y'all too. Thank you.
Okay. Tatiana
Yes, sir.
Silvas, thank you for being here. Matt Ferry.
Yes. Thank
The
you.
Rutherford
Thank
County
you for
Democrat
having
Party.
me.
Vote for Afton.
Yeah.
Tatiana, be there tomorrow at
Yes.
the
Civic Plaza.
Civic Plaza at 4:15. Connor, if you would, go ahead and play us out. Connor on the board. And I'll tell you what,
Thank you, Connor.
till next
you.
Sunday night at 8 o'clock, this is Ed Raymer for the Evan Lee Raymer Show, and I'll catch you down the road. Good night.